Happy Friday to all of you out there in Rangerstown, those of you watching live, and those of you watching back. You have found the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast brought to you by Johnny C's Tees. For all your t-shirt, jersey, tank top, jacket, koozie, hat needs, Johnny C's Tees is your man, excuse me. It's been a long week on a Friday night here on the RTHH podcast. Drinking Sam Adams Boston Brewed, as the Rangers are currently tangling with the seemingly insurmountable Boston Bruins behind the greatest goaltender of all time, Yaroslav Halak, which is always nice to see him and have him play against us. You got Ricky Diffendale here joining us as always. We have AJ. AJ, how are you?
I'm doing well.
You're looking well. You're looking fit.
I'm alive.
Any day above ground.
I haven't been fit in about, what am I, 33? 31 years?
Wow, you're getting old, man.
Yeah, you're old. You're an old man, 33.
And we have, speaking of old men, we have Beano with us tonight. Beano, how are you? How was your week?
Miserable week.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, in a hockey sense, but I mean, we had some great weather this week. So, I mean, let's be thankful for the little things in life.
I agree. No, I meant hockey world, Rangers world. It's been miserable.
Well, we'll get to the hockey. Unfortunately, it's what we're here for, and there hasn't been much good to talk about since we were last together on Friday. Seems like an eternity has gone by, and none of it's been good. It is 1 year ago today that everything shut down. Can you believe that shit? 365 days.
I was gonna say it felt like 2 years. So
it's crazy, and the past couple Ranger games have felt pretty much like the past 365 days. It's depressing. I felt trapped, and I'm starting to lose all hope. So very similar to the COVID world that we've been in for the past year.
What hope did you have to begin with? I mean, this was never a playoff team. They're the sixth best team in a division where only 4 people go to the playoffs.
I know. I'm still speaking as someone who was spoiled by the previous 10 years and not the rebuild. I'm a typical American who wants immediate results, and I'm not getting them, so I get frustrated. It's nothing they can do. It's nothing I didn't expect, but I still don't like it.
I'm having.
You're not like part of the most. You're not part of the most recent generation of Ranger fans. Like you remember Mike Dunham and Glenn Sather taking over behind the bench. Like, yeah. You remember those years. Those were way worse than this is.
No, this is okay. It's just annoying more than anything. It's frustrating to watch unfold before your eyes, even though you know what the end game is, and this year is not it. But it's not going to make me any less frustrated when I watch these games every night. So that's all I'm trying to say. So that's where my hope is lost. I had hoped that they would compete for a playoff spot, but with the teams ahead of them and the way they're playing, it just doesn't seem very likely. Although they could still turn it around. And so I think tomorrow marks the halfway point. Yeah, if my math is correct, which is probably not. But I don't think we're even halfway through the season yet. But they're 9 points out of a playoff spot, and they're 9 points behind Boston, and they're playing Boston tomorrow, so they could potentially fall 11 points out, and it just starts to get a little hairy halfway through. So that's the hopelessness I'm starting to feel, AJ. Much like I have, the past 365 days. Although it hasn't been all that bad in our neck of the woods. Plus, I'm fully vaccinated, so suck on that. And everybody should do it. It was fine.
Me too. I'm actually 2 weeks post double vaccination.
What'd you get? Did you get a little Moderna or a little Pfizer?
I did the Moderna.
How'd you find it after the second dose?
It knocked me on my ass.
Yeah, me too. It was worth it, but man, that was a bad day after the second dose.
Everyone told me, like, all right, drink some water, expect to be, feel sick. The next morning I woke up perfectly fine. I'm like, wow, I guess I'm one of the guys that it didn't affect.
No, that kicked in on you.
Midday in the afternoon, I was in Stop and Shop doing grocery shopping, and it was like a punch in the face. I was like, I have to get out of here. I have to get out of the store and go home and go climb into bed. But that's what it felt like.
Did you finish shopping?
Of course I did.
Good, because
I'm a gamer.
You're a trooper. We expect Alex to join us shortly, remote from Jersey. But let's get into this. Obviously, some not so breaking news for us this week. Some good news this week, if you don't really pay attention to most of the games, is that Artemi Panarin returned to the team and he's practicing on Wednesday, and you think, nice, he's back, and then he doesn't play Thursday. But at least he's back in the building and he's practicing. I was waiting for one of you to say something.
I think your computer froze.
No, I was waiting for
come
one of you to say like something to follow up. You always have something to say.
Is he going to play tomorrow? Is he going to play tomorrow?
I think it looks like he's going to play tomorrow.
Well, we know Shesterkin's not playing tomorrow. It's Kincaid, by the way, tomorrow.
Correct. That was on my next not so breaking news. Shesterkin's getting close, not ready. No, nagging injury. I saw your tweet earlier today where day 7 in the day-to-day?
Day 7 of the day-to-day groin injury.
I guess that injury looked a lot worse than a day-to-day when it first happened. So I'm not really surprised.
That's a New York Mets injury timeline, by the way.
How many? Time check.
That's 6 minutes. That's a Ray Ramirez injury right there. So yeah, Shesterkin's not quite ready. Kincaid's going to play because of Georgiev recently has the yips. We'll wait. We'll talk about that later. One thing that struck me this morning, I'm working from home, teaching from home, and TV's on, like Fox 5, Good Day New York is on, and they cover sports. And what really stood out to me today is when things are bad, is when the local news affiliates start their hockey highlights with the Islanders and do the Rangers second. That was very disconcerting to me because I'd never seen it before.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
Well, don't tell me what anyone deserves, but
I am on the same page with you with the Islanders forever. I hate the Islanders. I don't hate the Islanders. I dislike the Islanders greatly.
No, I hate them.
But they might be one of the best teams, if not the best team in hockey right now. So they better get the top story. They better get the top story because we suck. We suck.
They just lost Anders Lee indefinitely. He's done. He might be out.
What do you mean? I didn't see that.
What is that?
Anders Lee got hurt last night, and the statement they put out today was he's out indefinitely, and they will make no further comment.
I still don't think they're ever going to lose again. But yeah, it just concerned me to see the Islanders leading off local sports. It's just the world is upside down.
The Islanders have lost 6 games this year. How many games have we won? And it's catching up.
7? Is it 7? 7? 9.
9?
See, I'm not even giving them as much credit.
9. They've lost 6.
I thought they were 10, 12, and 3 or something.
They have not lost the game in regulation at home, but this is not an Islander podcast. They could go fornicate themselves with an iron rod. Okay. That was rough. I take it back. Sorry. Islander fans, enjoy it while it lasts.
Enjoy it. I mean, we can't take the back page every year.
I officially rescind my comment. That was mean and it was crass, and I take it back.
There are only 8 Ranger fans watching this thing. There are no Islander fans, I can assure you.
That's true. Anyway, that's the not so breaking news. Panarin's back, but not quite. So hopefully tomorrow. Shesterkin's almost ready, but not quite. So it's Kincaid tomorrow. And of course, the Islanders are the lead story in hockey, not just in New York, but maybe around the country. And I hate it. I hate it with every fiber of my being. So on that note, let's talk quickly about the week that was. We were last together on Friday, boys, and the best game of the week happened the day after when the Rangers put another beating on the New Jersey Devils, beating them 5-2 last Saturday. I was listening to this game mostly in my car as I was running adult errands, caught the third period. Nice win. Feeling good, right? Beat the Devils twice in a row. Nice. We got a back-to-back coming up on that Sunday, and then you run into the Penguins. And it's just not so good. Sunday and Tuesday, we played the Penguins. It didn't really go very well for the Rangers. And all the joy I felt watching the Rangers beat the shit out of the Devils disappeared watching the Rangers lose twice in a row to Sidney Crosby and those pesky Penguins. I hate it. What are your thoughts on those Penguins games? Jack Johnson scored a goal. Bet you didn't see that coming. But that's really
somebody had that on their bingo card, as they say.
It's like the Rangers. What?
Outscored 9-3 in the 2 Penguins games.
And the Sunday game then was the game where the Penguins scored 3 goals in a minute, and then that was it. The game was over.
That was the whole game. That was the.
And that was okay. And then the next day, the Rangers are What's with giving up the goals with either just over a minute or just under a minute left in a period? This is not even just reserved to this season. It's just something that I feel like always happens. And those goals are just backbreakers. And I can't stand it. Not only that, but the Rangers, I don't watch many other teams just because it doesn't interest me. I love hockey, but I can't. The Rangers must get more shot attempts blocked than any team that's ever played hockey in the history of the sport of hockey. Your thoughts? Because I'm pissed off.
When they actually shoot the puck, when all the other times they don't shoot the puck, they pass it. When they actually shoot it, it gets blocked probably 40 to 50% of the time, which is insane. Insane to me.
What Quinn said. They pass when they should shoot, and they shoot when they should pass. When the shot's not there, they're trying to get it through, and when the pass isn't there, they're trying to force it. And it's
But
they never take what's open.
There are times when like guys set up to shoot, and it's almost as if they wait for someone to skate over and get in the lane and then attempt the shot. Like I don't know what it is. It's annoying. That's what it is. But it's like to watch every night. This is part of like the frustration. I know that they're in a very good division with good teams, and this is not the year. But my God, like just these little things that just eat me alive as a fan.
I can take.
Yeah, they don't have like a natural goal scorer either. They had Panarin's Panarin's a playmaker. Zibanejad was a playmaker until last year. This year he's nothing. But they don't have a guy who can just bury it like on the doorstep. Everybody, when they're in tight, they can't get it up. They hit him in the pads. When they're out too far, that's
get it up,
and they hit the guy in the chest. Like they don't have anybody who can finish.
I really thought that Zibanejad was going to be their natural goal scorer after last year and the year before, and again, that's a whole other can of worms that I feel like I can't open. We're being joined live by Alex on to the podcast live from New Jersey. He's just in time for all these fun conversations.
Can you hear me?
Yes, about how awful the Rangers have played this week. Some bad luck too. There was a goal that one of those late goals that the Penguins scored. Like Ryan Lindgren had the puck. He's trying to clear it. His stick snaps in half. The puck goes directly to the Penguins. Gensel scores. It was just Keandre Miller made a bad play, which is fine. I'll excuse him. He's a rookie. He's learning. But on that shorthanded goal, Blueger caught him reaching. Like these things, it's fine for the growing pains. And I thought Julien Gauthier in that Penguins game was the best Ranger on the ice. Sidney Crosby, I wrote that he's a baby back bitch. And I thought it was nice that the refs was following the whistles in the third period of that second Penguins game. And then Buchnevich missed 2 golden opportunities to tie that game late. And the Rangers lose on of course, a Crosby empty net goal. 4-2 to the Penguins on Tuesday, and it didn't get any easier on Thursday as they ran into Boston last night. Bright spot last night, Ryan Callahan in the MSG studios. What did you guys think? I thought he did very well.
Fantastic.
That's all we got. Bean, no opinion.
He's fantastic.
He was no Steve Alakett, but he was back to like I'll bring it back to baseball. When Nelson Figueroa started with the Mets,
my God.
This is the second time already.
I fucking log on.
Second time.
So Ryan Callahan was a little shaky, but if he's going to do it full time, I think he'll be fine. He just needs. It's going to take a couple months. Maybe.
Figueroa. You're talking about Nelson Figueroa.
By the end, Nelson Figueroa before he got fired for being a dick or whatever the hell happened, he was good. He was a solid analyst.
He's still talking about it, by the way. Anyway, I thought Callahan was good.
I caught Callahan. I don't know if it was on the NBC or NBC Sports the other night, and he was on. I'm like, oh shit, Ryan Callahan. I guess he's doing this now. And I missed.
Handsome. He's handsome.
He's handsome. He looked good, and it was depressed. I was sitting there with Kelly watching it, and she's like,
people think I look like him.
Yeah. She was like, this guy's a former captain. It's like, how old is he? I'm like, I think he's like our age. He's retired. Everything. I looked it up. He's only 35. He's not even my age. So a little depressing, but good for him, man. That guy's body, man, the way he put it on the line. I'm glad that he's healthy. I'm glad he's doing this. I'm glad he's back in the Ranger fold. Although I did love that trade because I'm a big St. Louis guy. But
yeah, huge.
Nice to see Al. You boxed on wine already, or what's going on?
No.
Oh, you just seem
like the trade.
You're either in like a good mood, or you seem drunk.
The trade almost won them a cup.
It got us there. That was a good trade. In the grand scheme, that was a good trade.
It should have.
I think it was a great trade. I don't even want to. Come on. Can't talk about the cup.
Well, when I hear people talk about,
Have you seen Tom Moore?
What?
Oh, sorry, have you seen Dominic Moore?
Yes.
Do his,
I have not. No.
He's good too. He's very good.
analysis crap. Yeah, he's good. I think he's better than Callahan.
He is better. He's
And he's way better than Patrick.
That
Charles.
team was fantastic.
How does he compare to Nelson Figueroa? Because that's what people want to know.
Oh my God.
On that,
There's no comparison.
he's good Figueroa. Good Figueroa, not early Figueroa.
Anyway, Alexander Georgiev apparently started last night. Although we might as well just put a parking cone in the net.
I'm done. I'm done.
That the first goal he gave up to Hassel was a softie from the point, a shot that wasn't even screened. You have to stop it. The shorthanded goal, the entire Ranger team looked bad on that. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Ranger game if there wasn't an opponent scoring their first goal of the season. Congratulations, David Krejci, on breaking the drought. And he's on the board for the first time this season, of course. And at that point, Georgiev looked really bad and was taken out of the game in favor of Kincaid, who didn't give up a goal the rest of the way.
Is there a Ranger fan who didn't see the Krejci goal coming? As soon as they said he hasn't scored a goal all year, they even said it on the radio broadcast. I was listening to the first period on the way home. Said he hasn't scored since last February.
It doesn't help that
Inside
anytime, like the same thing happened with Jeff Skinner, and I was convinced that he was going to score. He didn't, but you keep bringing it up. It's bound to happen, and of course, it happened last night.
Anybody could score against Alexander Georgiev. Didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago? He's not a good goalie. Enough of this fucking guy. It's driving me crazy.
But he's good against the Islanders.
No, he sucks.
And on day games. I can't believe he's not playing tomorrow. I can't believe he's not playing tomorrow because he wins on day games. But
well, Kincaid's looked good in both games he's played.
He does look good. Did you see the story though about Georgiev that he had a scratched eye the other night? That he played through like a scratched eye.
Oh, poor guy.
So then don't play.
But that was 2 games ago, like before the Kincaid game. So now he plays tonight. So
and he stayed in that game. He came back to that game.
What's the excuse now? Like
don't play if you can't see.
There is no excuse. He's just not a good goalie.
So send him down to the Wolfpack and keep Kincaid, and that's it.
Yeah. Did you see what Ron Duguay said?
Ron Duguay
tweeted last night. Yeah, Ron Duguay tweeted that he thinks this is Georgiev's last game as a Ranger. Good. After he got pulled.
I will ride with Kincaid and the rest of the year.
If Shesterkin can't play yet, bring up like one of these kids. Bring up the kid that's his last name is Wall. Tyler Wall. That's the perfect goalie name. His name is Wall.
I think he's like 6'9".
I hope he's good. Because if your last name's Wall and you suck, then that
his
sucks.
name is Wall and he's 6'9".
Tyler Wall.
It's like AJ in the net. You just all 5-hole.
So he'll be terrible for us. That's I'd say
100%.
Wall 6'9". He'll be terrible. Hope
it was
he's not.
At that point. It was at that point that I stopped. I stopped writing things down last night. I think Georgiev got pulled. The Rangers really didn't push back. They lost 4-0. Yaroslav Dominik Hasek-Halak did it again to us. His record against us is just outrageous. His whole career, he's one of those bugaboos. And one thing that pissed me off last night is that Joe Micheletti was making excuses for Mika Zibanejad, saying things, his weight is fluctuated or his workout regimen, something with that. I think you said it last night, Bean. Every time Mika goes for the one-timer on the power play at least once a game, his stick shatters, or it's just
or it's 10 feet wide.
It's like a timing thing.
Because Ricky bought his jersey.
Yeah.
He fucking stinks. Trade him.
Alex, you missed the part where Ricky said he missed the game against the Devils and they won, and he's watched every game since and they won.
I know. Maybe you know what? You're not watching tomorrow because we're not putting it on.
No. And when they beat the balls off the Bruins that a couple Fridays ago, I also wasn't watching. It's not me. I mean, it's coincidental. It's not a real thing.
I was gonna draw a Quinn meter for tonight, but there's nothing that could support the heat, the temperature of his seat. So there's no meter. The meter is broken.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not sitting on the sun, David Quinn, right now.
I disagree. I don't think he's going anywhere.
No,
yeah, I mean, I feel like
I'm not saying he's going anywhere. I'm just saying he should have been fired last night.
I don't know about that. Look,
you're crazy. There's no system. What's the system? What system do they play? There's nothing. There's no game plan.
I don't want to be. I'm kind of a Quinn apologist, but sorry, Beano. I apologize.
It's not
But
sorry.
there's it's not his fault that Georgiev can't stop a fucking soft fucking wrist shot from the blue
It's
line.
not.
It's not his fault that Zibanejad can't put it inside the post. He's putting it 4 feet wide of the post. It's not his fault that Capo Caco is just hanging
You
out
could
on
say
the
that
fucking
about
ball.
any coach of all
Right.
time, but somebody's got to take the fucking bullet, and it's not going to be the
I-
players.
I'm not saying that he's their coach forever.
It's not going to happen.
I'm not saying he's their coach next year, but firing him now serves no purpose.
Maybe they'll give him a jump. Well, it
I don't
can't
think
get
it's
any
gonna happen.
worse.
What
It
jump?
could
They're
get
the-
worse. That's the problem.
They are the 6th best team in the division at best. They're not making the playoffs. There's no hope of making the playoffs. Just ride it out, evaluate it
Are you
during the
going to put your
offseason.
face on the
Now they're-
camera? I'm just staring at your shoulder all night.
Yeah, why are you sitting to the side? Center
Because
yourself.
I'm
This is a
leaning.
professional
I'm literally just
podcast.
staring at your shoulder.
I'm
arms-
leaning too, but I'm still centered.
The arms of this chair are too low, so I gotta lean on it.
What size is that T-shirt?
Triple fat.
Quinn is a
triple fat,
linchpin
bag.
coach. He's not that guy that's going to get us to the Stanley Cup. He's the guy in between. But when they're not doing it's almost like fundamental thing. He's switching up the lines. He's shuffling things around. He talks about he's a north-south team, but he has guys. I read it. I'm taking credit for someone else's words. East-west. Everyone's going east-west. He runs a north-south system. It's not working. Whatever he's doing is not working. And if he's not going to be the long-term answer as a coach, then what is he doing? It's almost next year. We're going to have a problem next year if he sticks around this whole year. It's almost like get ahead of this now. If we're not making the playoffs and we just want to build this team and build a foundation of this team, then get a coach that is going to get them there.
Who?
John
Claude
Tortorella.
Julien.
I would love to be John Tortorella, but that's
John
not
Tortorella.
happening.
Claude Julien.
It's a guy like that.
You want Claude Julien because he's the one guy available who has name recognition.
He's a good head coach. He's got
just saw
his.
So how come he's unemployed?
I saw that slob Bruce Boudreau.
All good things come to an end.
Yeah, Bruce Boudreau too is unemployed, right? Or does he have a job?
No, he's on
They
NHL Network. He's employed.
So bring in both those guys. Look like exactly the same person, Claude Julien and Bruce Boudreau. Bring them both in.
I want McLean. I want Paul McLean from Ottawa. Uncle Paul.
That looks like Uncle Paul. Oh my God! I don't. Okay, Quinn's not really going anywhere. I don't.
It seems
so.
we're going in the wrong direction. Right now, it seems we're going in the wrong direction.
They're regressing. They're not getting any better. The
But
young
the
guys are not
kids,
getting
the
better.
kid-
They're not
but
getting
they're-
better though.
Give him a chance. What's it been? 20 games?
That's
Come on.
that's the but that's the point. Quinn isn't giving them a chance. He's playing Lafreniere on the fourth line with fucking
He's not though.
Brett
is-
Howden.
This is his third.
When he jumbles them, that's where he puts
third
them.
season as his coach. This is year 3 for Quinn, right?
Yeah, okay, but it's year 3 of a rebuild. So I feel like it's too short of a leash.
It's not short. It's just. It seems like I agree with Alex now. I'm on and off with this hot seat. He's on the hot seat now. This is going bad fast. This is going bad.
3 years. Yeah, 3. How many years? I don't want to sit through a 10-year rebuild. You got the
10
number 1
years. That's
overall
been
pick,
10 years.
and the number. Yeah, but the way it's going, they're not getting any better. They got the number 1 overall pick, and when they jumble the lines, he gets like 2 minutes of ice time on the fourth line with Brett Howden. That makes no sense. Just let him play.
That is the one thing I agree with. He's too much of a line juggler. Look at the Bruins. Bergeron, Pasternak, Marchand. Every game, and now
One line.
and for how many years? And they're one of the best lines in hockey. Even the crap shit Islanders line of Matt Martin and Cizikas,
Great
who
line.
I actually like, and Clutterbuck, who's just it's asinine that they're as good as they are, but they do what they do, and they never. Here's a double negative: they never not play together. They're
Martin
always
is
they
gonna
never get
outscore
broken up.
Mika Zibanejad this year.
He already is.
Just think about that. No, he's going to. Just think
So
about
is
that.
Colin Blackwell.
It's a fucking joke.
I got money on that Zibanejad thing. Don't forget. 15 goals, 25
Yeah,
bucks.
but I took the under in that. I'm sitting
All right.
pretty on that right now. You should be the one
Was
sweating
that-
on that one.
All right, think
I'm not sweating at all. Not sweating
Think
at all.
about this.
Oh, you're sweating.
Forget the play-in series and
I sweat when I go to the fridge, not when I make bets.
forget the play-in series with Carolina because that was a disaster. But prior to that, going into that, when we stopped and we started playing hockey again, where were you there as opposed to now? We are way worse now than we were
Yep.
a year ago. So
That's
a
true.
problem.
100%.
That's a big
Because
problem.
because they were flying less. But maybe the same thing happens in the second half of this season. Maybe they turn it around. They did not play good in the first half
Yeah,
of
but-
last season either.
The fact that also with Shesterkin, I saw you tweeted something the other day. It looks familiar. He's day to day a week ago. Yet he still hasn't played. So is he day to day? They said it was a mild groin strain.
Yeah, it's we
What-
just said
what
that
are-
before you
what
came
are-
on. We just,
What are we talking
If you
about?
were on time,
So Kincaid's starting tomorrow, and when do they play again? Monday? Is that
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday? If
I
he's
don't
not
have it in
playing
front
by
of me.
Tuesday, it's not day to day. Now we're in almost going. That's 2 weeks. Now we're going to 15 days. Well, not baseball. Baseball reference. 15-day deal.
So,
10-day
excuse me,
DL now.
Yes.
IL, not DL, uncultured swine.
We could go on and on for hours on
They
this.
woke
could.
Bean.
I just hate
Anyway,
playing.
let's keep going on and on, but bring in our special guest.
I'm gonna get woke with my eye. What the
Yeah, yes. Let's bring in our guest. Kid's quickly becoming one of those Ranger Twitter legends. He actually had a pretty good week, and we'll talk to him about it. As far as recognition and all that stuff, we're about to bring on KingNic, as they call him, on Twitter if he's ready to join us. Well, by the way, Billy's here tonight. Billy, we haven't said hello to you. How are you, you handsome son of a bitch?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Good to see you. And here's Nick joining us.
How you doing?
Nick, how you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah. Well, besides the Rangers, but you know,
I'm saying we said the Rangers had a pretty shitty week, but you had a pretty good week
it was an interesting one. Yeah.
with the interaction with Bill Pito and him taking that whole
Yeah.
thing. And I have to ask because I missed the whole beginning of it on Twitter, so I have no idea if there's an actual meaning to what no cap, no kizzy is.
Well, like, it's in like a lot of rap music nowadays, I guess, or not a lot. It's like a few songs here and there, but he said no cap. What was that, like Saturday during the 150? And so I just like told him to say that, I guess, and he found it and said it, and now we've been like talking in the DMs for like a week now. That's
so
crazy.
funny.
Yeah.
He is a good guy though. I met him.
Oh,
I
yeah,
only got to meet him
he's-
once, but he's
so
awesome.
pure. Yeah.
You know what's sad?
One of the-
I look forward to watching the last 2 weeks the MSG 150 more than the game. It's
Yep,
more
me too.
entertaining than watching Ranger hockey.
Yeah.
not the John G and Nolan 150. It's got to be the
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
knockoff 150.
Yeah, if it's not Pito, I don't want it.
Yeah.
That's his thing. So Nick, give us your take so far on the Rangers season, where you're at right now, how you feel. What do you think?
So like it's a little disappointing, but I mean it's I've kind of expected it just because we're in such a hard division. So I've liked how Keandre Miller played, at least in the first half of the season that's been played so far. I mean, it seems like he's struggling a little bit now, but I mean, what do you expect? He's a rookie, so. Laugh's been getting better every game. Kako's looked really good. And I'm pretty disappointed in Mika, as we all are, I'm sure. So
Kako's got to start turning this good play into goals, though. Like we need to see
Yeah,
results.
I,
He looks awesome.
I don't mean to interrupt. I thought you had a blanket draped over your chair, and then the fucking thing moved.
It is. It is a
My
cat.
yeah.
I also thought it was a blanket. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the
this is
cat's
my
name?
cat. Her name is Adeline, but I just call her Addie.
Addie.
AJ, I was
Yeah.
wondering what you were smiling at, you prick.
That's awesome. Well, I can only see half of AJ's face because he's leaning out of his shot still. So because he's not a professional.
Keep my
Anyway.
third out of the frame.
Nick, we
just
had
embrace it. AJ, just embrace it. It's just let it happen. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Nick, we had your buddy Andrew
Mhm.
a couple
Yeah, I
weeks
was
ago.
watching that. watching
and
that.
I was asking him, like, you guys don't know each other in real life.
No.
It's like a total Twitter friendship kind of thing.
Yeah,
Which
like
is-
we met maybe 2 years ago, not even maybe. I don't know, right at the beginning of the 1920 season. So, because that's kind
It's
of
just-
when I joined with this account. At least I had a main account that I used, but then I joined, or I made a new account, just Rangers, and here I am.
It's just so funny. Like I asked him the same thing. Like, how do you guys you come up with shit so quick on the spot during a game? Like I can't do that. Like how does it even happen?
I've kind of just trained my brain to think of anything funny regarding anything going on. So regular analysis not happening. It's just what's funny about this? So
Yeah, but that's what we're looking for on Twitter. Like you guys, like you and Andrew and all the other meme guys, Ryan, like
yeah,
it keeps the game that much more fun. Like I try to check it, like I try to pay attention during the game, but like check it during commercials and during whistles. But I'm always entertained. Like that's what it is. We don't want like X's and O's. We want to laugh our ass off, especially in a season like this, where things aren't going so well in the games. At least we're having fun.
Yeah, I find myself, especially this season, and in the bad games, I find myself on Twitter or doing something like photoshopping something during the game rather than watching it, just because it's more entertaining.
Did you guys? Did you see on the promo that Nick photoshopped his head to Alexi Lafreniere in the training facility at MSG? That was his photo on the promo. Just that.
And then I got a haircut. It's like a little shorter now, so.
I was like, I need a picture of your face. I'm gonna do a
I
Photoshop.
thought that was like a legitimate picture of Nick. I had no idea. Great.
Look more. It's a good Photoshop job. Look more closely at it, though.
Yeah, it's a little. I did it in like 10 seconds or something. So.
It's much better than what I can do. So
it's all fine. The training. Yeah.
Is that like what do you do in real life outside of Twitter?
Well, I do a lot of school. And then play a lot of Rocket League, which is a video game. I don't know.
Great game.
I played Rocket. I'm pretty bad at it, but I like playing Rocket League.
I've been playing it since like October and just like nonstop. When the Rangers are not playing, I'm probably doing that, and then just like hanging out with my girlfriend. So that's about all I've been doing and working, but just on the weekends.
It's not so bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be.
Any of you guys got a question for Nick? I'll step back.
I wanted to say like the Joe Kelly Lafreniere meme with like that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That day that I made that was probably like one of my favorite days, even though there's been a lot of fun days on Twitter. But like that Photoshop took me a long time, just finding the right like picture of Lafreniere, and just like photoshopping it onto him, doing all that, making sure it looks good. It took so long, and I was at work too, so I was like doing it for like an hour and a half at work.
Good. Do it on the company dime.
Yeah, I'm getting paid for it, so. But yeah, that's my favorite one. It's just stayed my pinned tweet since I tweeted it. Basically, I just don't think I can top it.
It's awesome.
That's gold. Like you and guys like Andrew, like he was saying, you guys use Twitter for what it's supposed to be. Like you just fucking make people laugh. Twitter is a cesspool in general. You guys are just you're not out there yelling, being fucking crazy. Just making people laugh, sharing your pain.
Yeah. Well,
awesome.
I used to just be on Twitter, just like doing arguments. Then I realized I was like, I'm more like try to just stay like positive and funny in real life. So like, I just try to do that on Twitter, and I mainly just keep it to like Rangers stuff. Like I hardly ever tweet if it's not about the Rangers on this account. So, yeah, that's about it.
That's what the world needs more of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are there any other? Wait, we're all in our 30s here. Are there any other like fake Twitter words that we should know the definition of before you get Bill Pito to say it on live TV?
Also, by the way, you just said there's no way Nick's in his 30s. Can't be.
I'm not
talking about us.
I mean, you guys can guess how old I am if you guys want to. I know you did that to Andrew, so.
I would say 20. I'll go 20.
Okay. Anybody else?
19.
I'll go 20.
19.
19, and that better not be alcohol, I see.
It is alcohol, and I'm 20, so.
Hey!
You didn't get the
Trotter, cut that part out. We're not encouraging.
No, he's in
No,
Canada. He's in Canada. He's allowed to drink.
Yeah. Wait, is Canada's alcohol laws different?
I thought it was, right?
Yes.
No, he's in Mexico.
No, isn't it 19? I thought it was 19 in Canada.
18.
No, Canada's 18. That's why we went to Canada for my bachelor.
That's right.
Because
you got married when you were 6. All right, I'm sorry I interrupted. Nick, answer AJ's question about these Twitter words, because I had no idea what no cap, no kizzy was. I just thought it was funny that everyone was talking about it and saying it, and then Bill said it, and that was awesome.
I got basically all of Rangers Twitter to say it, so. But it basically just means like no lie. It's kind of simple, but I've gotten Bill to say a few other words. He said like players got beef. He didn't know what that meant beforehand, but he said that. He said praise be. I'm sure you guys caught that
Did
one.
I saw him say praise be?
Yeah. And he has a few other ones lined up.
So you're just talking to him
AJ's
on,
like, how do you
on
do, fellow
DMs?
kids?
It's so funny.
it's exactly that meme.
That's how I feel right now.
I didn't know what it meant either. I had to Google it, but it's funny now. Now it's funny.
Yeah. I did a poll on Twitter. I was like asking how many people actually knew what it meant, and it was like 78% did not know what it meant before I tweeted it.
I took that poll.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you didn't know what it meant. What matters is that Bill said it, and everyone came together, and it was great. We celebrated.
Yeah, and everybody knows what it means now. So
Hey, it doesn't matter what it means. It's provocative.
It gets the people going, AJ.
Gets the people going. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's great. No, I love what you guys do. All those meme guys. You, Andrew, Ryan, Keandre the Giant, those kids.
Yeah, I love Keandre the Giant. Yeah.
It makes it so much more fun, and we need it right now with the way the Rangers have been playing. I will ask you a couple of standard questions, though, Nick. Who's your favorite current Ranger?
Adam Fox.
Who's your favorite all-time Ranger?
That'll be Hank.
So,
No,
Beano.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Bean?
He's over there. He's hanging up in my rafters over here.
He's going to be hanging up in the garden rafters very soon after we're done.
He never said he hated the guy.
I never said
Right next to Mike Richter. I don't hate Richter either. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not old enough for all that.
We're not
These crazy kids. Nick, I mailed out the podcast swag today. That's what AJ's wearing a 3X, but your shirt will be much 3 less larges than a 3X.
It's like the size of that blanket.
But I did not know your last name, so it is addressed to KingNic. So
okay, yeah, that works. I remember I won some giveaway for who would score the first goal of the season, which was Vucinovic. I won it from Blue Shirts Breakaway. And so he sent, it's just like a bunch of stickers, and he sent it to Nick Rangers. So
I could have done that. I did it. I sent to KingNic, and I also sent it to Andrew, and I put the last name Bass Chesty. I don't know these kids' last names.
You should have put redacted.
Last name redacted.
Last name redacted. Yeah.
Oh my
I actually
God.
don't have a last name, so it's just Nick.
Well, there you go. He's like Cher.
Yeah.
He's like Sting.
Yeah, or Cher, or Madonna.
Or Cher, yeah.
Sting is way cooler than Cher.
I don't think Nick knows who Sting is.
Which Sting?
He's a guitarist, isn't he?
Yeah.
The better Sting. Yeah, there we go.
Amongst other things, but yes, sorry. All right,
I think my cat wants out of my room real quick.
Let that cat out.
Oh, I thought you said he had to check his internet real quick.
No, he said he's got to let the cat out.
My cat wanted out of my room.
Oh my God. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you live in South Carolina?
I do, yes.
So how did you become a Ranger fan?
My stepdad from Manhattan, so got me into them. I was watching. Well, he was just like out in the living room watching the playoffs. It was the first round. We were playing against the Philadelphia Flyers. And so I would just go out and join him. And every single night that he was out there, I would just go out in there and join him. So it was in 2014 that I became a fan during that playoff run.
Oh, that was a good time to jump right in.
Yeah, but then my heart was broken instantly, and I could not leave.
Yes, but at least you knew what it was like to get there and not quite grab it.
Yeah, I felt the highs, and then I felt the lows a few years later as being a Rangers fan. So
you were immediately addicted to the pain, just like the rest of us.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't get out.
Bunch of fucking
Can't take it back now.
Yeah, I know. I'm here forever.
It's fine. We want you here. You and that whole Twitter crew, keep doing what you're doing. Keep us laughing. It's awesome. We do have one more question for you, though, Nick, if that's all right, because we ask everybody. All right. You can, and I'm anxious to see if this is different based on where Nick lives. So let's hold on here. Right? Okay. You can choose One fast food chain the rest of your life. What is it?
One fast food chain.
Only
Gun to
one.
your head.
That's tough. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. I've heard of it.
You all have that
And I
up there?
knew it.
Like,
I've been to Zaxby's, but I can't say I've been there. I've driven past there.
I passed it on I-95.
I knew it would be
That's the one.
something off the beaten path because Nick's in the South.
yeah, we have
The
a lot
deep
of
South.
Zaxby's down here, but we have Chick-fil-A's too. But I just think Chick-fil-A's overrated. I mean, I still like it. I enjoy it, but it's expensive. I mean, compared to other things you can get. So
Zaxby's chicken place, right?
yeah.
So it's like not the Lord's chicken; it's the other chicken.
I mean, it's pretty. I guess.
Is it
I don't
open
know.
on Sundays?
It is open on Sundays. That's
That's it. We're open on Sundays. Is the whole thing. We're open on Sundays.
yeah.
It's awesome. All right, so Zaxby's, Bill, chalk that one up. We probably won't hear that again.
Yeah, probably not. Probably
That's
the only
good.
one from down here that you'll get on here.
There we go. Well, anyway, Nick, listen, we thank you for joining us.
Mhm.
Like I said before, you guys do great things on Twitter. Keep doing it. Keep us laughing. Keep us engaged in the games. Keep using Twitter for what it was meant to do. Foolish, stupid things on the internet
Yeah.
and people laughing about it.
I'll continue shit posting.
Excellent. Excellent.
Perfect.
And we will see you on there. We'll see you on again soon. Thanks for coming on, Nick.
Yeah,
we
thanks.
appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Or me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Nick.
See you later.
It is.
Yeah.
These kids.
They got it. They know what they're doing.
They are the future of the Ranger fan base. And I like it because they're funny and they're silly and it's great.
Once we're down by 3 goals, I'm on Twitter. I'm just on Twitter because
So you're on Twitter. You're on Twitter often.
I am. So
We're often down by 3 goals.
I want to say I was following KingNic before we gave the little he's coming on the show. Let's see who he is. I was already following him because I've seen him.
Nice.
And
Nice.
so because he's good, he's funny. All these guys
Is that the first one?
He's
they're all so
funny.
funny that I'm
Yeah,
just-
we got to get them. We got to get them all on. We've had a bunch of them on, but they're good.
Did you see the guy today? Now I follow him. He's another one of these guys. He had the Apollo Creed in the
Yeah, it
pool.
was.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
And now I follow him. Like I get because I see they like
I
this
didn't
guy.
see that.
Nick like this one, so now I see it, and now I'm all right, following this guy now.
AJ, this guy superimposed a David Quinn press conference onto Apollo Creed in a pool, like throwing a tennis ball, like from the
Like
movie.
Rocky too. Or Rocky.
And instead of like them shit talking Apollo and Rocky, it's a David Quinn press conference, and Apollo's just getting madder and madder, throwing the shit around the pool. It's so good. It's so good. It's so perfect.
AJ, you have to sign up for Twitter. You have to sign up for Twitter.
So we have.
I can't believe you don't have a Twitter.
We have a nice Twitch chat from
I like
King
to
Nick.
keep.
What'd you say?
King Nick says on Twitch, get Andrew and I on at the same time.
Next time.
When we
I like it.
when we start falling into oblivion, yes, we'll have you on to talk about something.
And it's great. It's great because those two guys like met on Twitter. Like I wonder if they ever, I don't know if they ever met in real life. But it's so funny how like Twitter is forging Ranger friendships. If Nick's still there, Bill, and he's responding to that, did they ever meet in real life? Because I'm curious to know that. Like, it's just so weird how this. First of all, how this works, because we do all this digitally, and it's like if you weren't, and people are local, maybe you invite them to like come down to a place where we podcast from, and you could be in the same room. And it's like, I don't know, Twitter and all these relationships and people that meet online and become friends just through that app. It's crazy. And it's so cool.
So the answer
like-
is no, they have not met in real life.
It's crazy. So we could have connected them. I wonder if they've ever FaceTimed.
I mean, if there wasn't a pandemic, we could have.
It's gotta
Someday.
be like. It's got to be like a platonic, like two guys joking around kind of thing. Because if you try to make it like romantic, you end up like Manti Te'o.
Oh my god.
No, it's not romantic at all.
No, I'm saying if you try to forge a romantic relationship strictly based on the internet, you end up like Manti Te'o.
Billy, what do we got? An ambulance or a fire going on down there?
I don't know. I'm gonna shut off my mic.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, these
Is it almost
Rangers.
that, is it almost that time?
these Ranger Twitter kids. I think it is that time. Pretty sure Beano's checking his internet. But I mean, Bill, you know what time it is.
I do not have my
Trivia.
I do not have my whiteboard. I am off location.
Do you have anything
I
to?
will figure it out.
You have any pen and paper? They don't have pen
I
and paper.
do. I will
and-
figure it out. Yes, I have a pen and a paper.
That's something I would have prepared before I logged on. I mean,
Well, eat it.
you also sent Billy your question without an answer.
I make them work.
He couldn't find the answer.
No, I got halfway there. I just couldn't get the other half.
All right.
He didn't give anything away either.
I
Well, we
will
gotta
go
wait for
first.
we have to wait for Beano.
Wait, he did the question? He
No.
read it to you guys?
No.
No, he just said that you didn't give him an answer, so he was googling shit. He didn't say anything about it. We can't start yet. We need Beano's back.
Do
I
you
shall
want the
do- I will
standings?
do my question first.
We'll do the standings first.
Okay.
Oh, that's the standings. They're terrible.
Terrible. In fifth, Cobb with 2 points. In fourth, Beano with 3 points. In third, Al with 6 points. In second, Ricky with 7. And in first, AJ with 12.
Damn.
That's so ridiculous. That's ridiculous, by the way. Also, Beano's outscoring Cobb by 1. Cobb's been on 1 podcast. Okay, go ahead, Alex. You're first up on trivia.
All right. Try to actually. Do you want to read it? Because I can't look at it on my phone without Xing out of this.
When you subtract Martin Stratka's number from Michael Nylander's number, then add
God.
Igor Shesterkin's number, you arrive at this former Rangers number.
Say it again. Say it again, just the way
I
you
can
said
do
it.
it now. I can do it now.
When you
I
sub-
can do it.
You can
When
do
you
it.
subtract Martin Straka's number from Michael Nylander's number, then add Ilya Shesterkin's number,
Ilya Shesterkin.
Igor Shesterkin's number, you arrive at this former Rangers number. Hint, he was a teammate of Martin Straka and Michael Nylander in 05-06.
I never started the timer because I was too focused on reading.
I think I have it.
Do you want the number or the player?
I need the number and the player to get credit.
For the record,
I
I
think
You
got
just
I
write
got
the
it.
number.
I think my math is wrong again, but I'm going with this one.
Say it one more time. Nylander
Nylander,
minus Straka.
Straka subtracted from Nylander, add Shesterkin, and there you go.
I think I have Shesterkin's number wrong, but all right, I'm wrong. I'm going with this one.
All right,
Ready?
5. Come on.
Wait, I got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, flip them.
Ricky is correct. That's it.
Does
41.
Oh, I had a
Jed
number right. I
Oldmyer.
had the player wrong.
That says.
What was Steve
Ortmeyer.
Valaket's number?
Steve Alakett is
Ricky,
40.
what
40.
was Steve
Steve
Valaket's
Valakett was
40.
40.
Ah, fuck.
That says Ortmeyer, by the way. I wrote it quick.
Look, AJ, we had
Oh,
I had 40.
Your math
you-
is wrong for the
okay.
second week in a row. Your math is wrong.
What number is Shesterkin? What number is Shesterkin?
31.
31.
31. And
31.
Ryan Holwig was number 44, I believe.
Yes, he was.
I like
No.
these math questions.
Wait, what was Nylander's number? 91?
92.
92.
92 minus 82 plus
Plus
31
31.
equals
I had
41. Jed
Nylander down
Ortmeyer.
as 91. I had Nylander as 91.
Jed Ortmeyer. Love that guy. All right, who's next?
Hold
That's
on.
a point for the good guys.
I didn't erase
Go
it.
ahead.
Let Beano
Go-
go. Break up the.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
now.
we'll break up Who Am I? Go ahead, Bean. You're up on
I don't
trivia.
need to erase my trivia. All right. 700. Yeah, are we ready?
I'm ready.
703. That is how many times the Rangers have played the Boston Bruins in the regular season and the playoffs. Boston is number 2 on that list. Who has played the Rangers more than the Boston Bruins?
Ooh. Wait,
30
Okay,
seconds starts
all right.
now.
all time.
All time.
Who has played the Rangers the most all time?
The Bruins
the
are number
question.
2.
Wow. This
15
is tough.
seconds.
Well, there should be like 5 choices, and I took one away, so there's 4 choices. All time history. Who's played more games against the Rangers than the Bruins?
including playoffs.
Take a shot in the
Yes,
dark.
regular season and the playoffs.
All
All
right.
right. 3,
Flip them.
2, 1. Flip them.
Montreal is the correct answer.
Fuck, I was gonna write that. You scumbag, Beano.
Fuck you, AJ. Trying
I
to
thought it
gain
was a
ground
trick
on this.
question. I
bitch.
thought it was a trick question.
What's the number?
I didn't write that. But
That's-
it wasn't
I
a
did
lot.
half a job.
You know what it was? It was the playoff games against Canadians. They played like the more
Fucking-
regular season games against the Bruins.
I thought it was a trick question. I overthought it.
Why I asked the question.
No, but the Maple Leafs was a good guess. At least you picked another original 6.
It was
All right, I'll do mine. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. The New York Rangers have won the Stanley Cup 4 times. Most recently in 1994, extinguishing a 54-year drought from their previous cup in 1940. What were the other 2 years that the Rangers won the Stanley Cup?
30
Oh
seconds.
my god.
Start now.
They won in 1994, 1940. What were the? And this is for 1 point. It's not a point for each year. It's 1
What?
point for both or a half point. That's all.
That's bullshit.
Kind of shit.
I don't make the rules, but I make the rules.
That's fucking
You can
hard.
either get a half a point or a full point.
10 seconds.
Which other 2 seasons did the Rangers hoist the Stanley Cup?
3, 2, 1. Flip them.
AJ was the closest, but no one got it. 1928 and 1933. AJ
Oh,
missed
AJ.
it by 1 year. Yeah,
I had 28.
but you also
That's
had
a fucking Cobb
1926.
Hey, he wrote 4 years on that.
That's a fucking.
Cobb this.
What was it? 31 was the other one? 28,
33.
31?
28,
33.
33, 40, 94, 2014, 2015, 2024.
AJ is up.
One of these days I'll do this
My-
podcast and I'll get these right because I have a jacket that has all 4 of these.
I figured you were going to turn around and see one. That's what I thought.
I was looking for my jacket. Where's that jacket?
Next week he's going to hang it up.
I should have.
Go ahead,
Alright,
AJ.
so
you're
I
up.
have a related bonus question if nobody gets this question right. Who
Okay.
was the Rangers captain prior to the arrival of Marc Messier? Hint, he was also number 11.
Oh my god.
30 seconds. Start now.
I know this one off the top of my head. That's how sad it is.
The whole game is off the top of the head. If you're Googling it, we've defeated the purpose.
I'm
Yeah.
Googling it.
No, he's just saying he knows.
Billy,
He knows
if I was
who the guy is.
Googling things, I
Whoa.
wouldn't be in last place if I was Googling things.
15 seconds.
I'm going to write a completely random name. Because I have no idea.
Alright.
We can flip
Don't
it.
try to.
4, 3, 2, 1. Flip them.
Kelly Kissio is the correct answer.
I think the spelling count. The spelling count.
Yeah. It does
Nah.
not count.
We'll give it
If
to you.
spelling counts, Ricky's the only one who's right.
Yeah, spelling counts.
No, we'll give it to him.
Shot in the dark. Shot in the dark.
Alright, what?
Suck
Now,
on
all
that,
right,
AJ.
bonus question, because you both got it right. Between Kelly Kissio and Marc Messier, somebody briefly wore number 11. Who is it?
Between Kissio and Messier.
I have no idea. Was he on? Did he change his number when Messier came, or was he traded?
Yeah, that's a
He
good
did
question.
change his number when Messier came.
Changed his number. Well, shit.
And he's forever known by that number.
Yes,
Thanks.
I think I got it. I might have it.
I didn't do a
Well-
timer, so whenever you're ready. Because it's been like a minute.
His number is
I'm
hanging
not-
in the rafters. His new number.
All right,
I'm not
number
gonna write
3,
anything then.
2,
You already gave.
No, I'm done.
You already gave me a clue.
Adam Graves.
Oh.
Adam
Ah.
Graves.
I was not thinking Adam Graves, so
Who were you thinking?
like Darren Turcotte or something. I was thinking.
I was gonna write like Nemchinov or something.
because Turcotte went to 33. So I'm like, oh, maybe he was 11 before Messi, and then he switched it. But
Good segue. Next segment. Go, Bill.
Who am I?
Didn't sound great today to us, but I'm sure it sounded great to the masses.
Oh, we got a
The
schedule?
thousands of people watching the live broadcast of the Ranger Things of Heaven podcast, brought to you by Johnny C's Tees. It's time for Who Am I? Totally separate standings. I don't think we have the numbers for this, but if they did, I'd certainly be in the lead. And I'm glad that I picked up a point in trivia tonight on AJ. So, Beano, whenever you're ready, it's time for Who Am I?
who am I? I was drafted by the Boston Bruins in the 2016 NHL draft.
Ooh.
Second round, 49th overall. However, I never played a game for them or the AHL affiliate of the Boston Bruins.
Providence.
I left college signing an amateur tryout contract with the New York Rangers on March 23rd, 2018, ending my college career as a Minnesota Golden Gopher. I made my NHL and Ranger debut January 15th, 2019. Since then, I have appeared in 88 games for the New York Rangers.
Oh.
Who am I? Drafted by the Bruins in 2016, never played a game for them. Left college, signed an amateur tryout contract with the Rangers. January 15th of 2019, I suited up for the Rangers, and I played 88 games ever since. Who am I?
Cake.
It could be.
I think.
Yeah, I think too, but I'm not counting my chickens.
Yeah, flip them.
Everybody got it. Everybody got it.
Ryan Lindgren.
Ryan Lindgren.
You got to get up
Every
pretty
day,
early.
A new cut on the face. I love that man, by the way. He's awesome.
I like him too. But you know me, I try to do my connections with every team. He was drafted by the Bruins. The Bruins drafted him. He's
You
ours.
are
He's
you're
all
a master
ours.
of your craft. Man.
He's
You're
all
a master
ours.
of your craft.
I'm like,
I'll be honest.
but I'm not smart.
I'll be honest. For Ranger Word Association, I only prepared for AJ and Beano to be here. I didn't think Alex was coming tonight. So there's just going to be less for everyone to go around because I'm not going to just think of names on the fly.
I forgot we were doing this.
That's good because it's supposed to be just the first thing that comes to your head.
I totally forgot about that.
So here we go. I'm going to say your name, then a Ranger name. First thing that pops to your head.
Is it like Bop It? Like
Yes.
Whack-a-mole.
AJ Lafreniere.
Canadian.
Beano Zubov.
Defenseman.
Real original. Alex Gretzky.
All time.
One word.
It's an old dash time.
AJ Blackwell.
Once you go Blackwell, you never go back.
The correct answer was GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, it's one word.
That's what I said last week. I had to change it.
Beano Georgiev.
Shithead.
God, Jesus Christ. Alex St. Louis.
Awesome.
AJ Shanahan.
Fighter. 40 Howe hat trick leader.
Yeah. Beano Panarin.
I miss you.
Alex Shesterkin.
Play.
I went deep in the well for this one. AJ Christensen.
Eric.
I was gonna say the same thing. Eric.
Beano Pouliot.
Benoit.
Alex Strome. That's not the first thing that popped in your head. All right, so nothing. He's no words for Ryan Strome.
You understand there has to be a filter that goes to the first thing that pops in your head with everything we do here.
Yeah, but you can't take 20 minutes to answer that kind of question. It's going to be snap decision. Like, give me one. Give me one right now. Just any name.
Mitch.
Come, Steve.
Nice, Billy. Nice.
Maxim Kondrachev.
Who? Kondrachev. Wow, that's a name you don't hear every day.
Darius Kasparaitis.
Blonde.
Steve Ruchin.
Old.
Martin
That was
Ruchinski.
old.
I was going to say Alexis Sharapano,
Martin
but I
Ruchinski.
didn't. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to say it. It was there.
The first thing that pops in my head is Yager for Sharapano. I think he was sitting next to him.
Hugh
come
Jessamine.
on. Bust.
Hold on. Sharapano died. Who was the guy that hung himself in the closet?
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Cobb.
That was a Carradine.
No, there was
I'm kidding. I love
another
Cobb.
Ranger prospect.
Hideki Arabu.
What's his name? Not Sharapano. There's another guy.
Oh yes, Mitch. It was Mitch.
Should have been Hugh Jessamine.
It
I'm
will
like,
be. It will be next
Jesus
week's
Christ. We're going down a path.
Oh my God. Sorry for all the death jokes. To our colleague and friend Cobb. I'm sorry, Kevin. And please come back to the show soon. We miss you.
Roman Lysenko? Does that sound right?
Sorry.
Roman Lysenko?
I have no idea. I didn't know that happened. Just like I didn't know the whole Craig McTavish story either. So here we are, arriving at the end of the show. Honestly, we're like on par with the hour. It's 9:02 right now. But before we go, it's time for Gordon Ramsay to ask us the all-important question at the end of the RTHH podcast, brought to you by Johnny C's.
Any last words, you fucking donkeys?
That's the question. Does anyone have any last words to share with us, with our audience? I don't know who's up.
Yes.
Who's up? I'll go last. Go ahead, Alex.
Finding out tomorrow if I'm having a boy or
Baby.
a girl. So
What does your gut tell you?
I don't want to lean one way or the other.
For those of you who don't know,
Right down the middle.
Alex and myself are both expecting children soon.
Well,
I'm not finding out. Alex is finding out tomorrow. We're all very excited about it. I can't wait. And I can't wait to eat that Irish stromboli. I thought he'd. I was going to say, I thought he'd react to that. There was no reaction.
That's right. Oh my gack.
All right. Hey, take it easy. I was waiting for someone to say it. I think you say it. I was waiting for someone
Good
else
luck,
to
Alex,
say
tomorrow finding out.
Did you not see the internet last week? You didn't see,
What?
You're no longer allowed to have Tinder reveal parties. You didn't see the internet last week?
Yeah, the
Tinder
baby's
reveal
going to be
parties are over.
the baby's going to be a they.
Yeah.
We're going to leave gender
Just a
blank and let the baby choose in a few years.
Correct, yes.
Stay woke. AJ, any last words?
Everybody needs to calm down a little bit. When they announced the format for this season and the division that we were going to be in, at the best, the Rangers were going to be the sixth best team in this division, and they are. They're better than Buffalo. They're better than the Devils.
You sound like the fucking prototypical Met fan right now. You're trying to justify being bad.
My father hated me, and that's why he made me a Met fan, a Ranger fan, a Jet fan, a Notre Dame fan. He wanted me to feel pain the rest of my life.
And a triple X.
He knew it would toughen you up.
The triple X I did on my
It was
own.
wrong. It did not toughen you up.
I started on the triple X road when Cobb got his license back in fucking Tickety 2. That's all I got.
All right, we'll try and calm down, AJ. Beano, any last words, you fucking donkey?
Yes, I'm not going to let this cliffhanger end. His name was Roman Lysenko that hung himself. He was a Ranger. And tell me why. I know that off the top of my head, but I can't tell you last time the Rangers won the Stanley Cup before 94. I know
Because were you supposed to be the spotter? Is that what happened there? You failed?
while you were talking,
When was this? What year was that?
it's right here in front of me. 2003.
What? I don't remember that at all. I guess the guy had some demons.
But I said I think it's Roman Lyashenko. Like it's there, and I knew it.
And like you nailed it.
I didn't even pronounce it wrong. I said Roman Lyashenko. It's Roman.
Meanwhile, your trivia score is
Sucks.
abysmal.
I'm the master of obscure Rangers trivia.
We need to start asking questions about who Rangers have killed
Yes.
or which Rangers have died tragically.
He's very, very well versed in those questions.
Useless
Weirdo.
knowledge.
Weirdo.
Yes, useless knowledge of Rangers trivia. But that's it. That's all I got. Go ahead.
All right, for my last words, I'd like to say a few things about ESPN signing a deal with the NHL, which could be good and could be bad. The one thing I will say about it is that take the deal off the table if it doesn't involve Gary Thorne returning to call games. He was the voice of ESPN hockey back in the day. Great calls. Fantastic. He called Messier's guarantee game. He was excellent. Called to Paul Kariya after Paul Kariya died and then got resurrected and scored a goal off the what do you say, off the ice on the board or off his
from
back
the
on
ice
the board?
to the whatever he said. From the I don't know. I'm not fucking.
He's fantastic. He's stuck with the Baltimore Orioles. It's a waste of his talent. ESPN needs to call Gary Thorne and get him on the call for ESPN games for the next 7 years or whatever this contract is. But I'm glad it's back. Hope ESPN pushes hockey, markets it a little bit better than the NHL does on its own. I hope it's a good thing, and I hope Gary Thorne's involved. If not, pull the plug on the whole thing. It's not worth it. Those are my last words.
Gary Thorne said he was interested. By the way, I don't know if you saw that. Gary Thorne said.
I know. I did see that. That's why he's got to be involved. He's fantastic. If you've never heard him, look up old highlights with him calling the games. He's fantastic. Don't look up Orioles games. Look up old NHL games that Gary Thorne called.
Is Bill Clement still alive?
No idea. I
He
figured
is.
you would know. I figured Beano
Oh, you
would
didn't
know.
hear it?
He did no. He did he was part of the fucking Doc Emmerich documentary.
Clement, hands of
Yeah, I
cement.
missed that one.
If they're doing the game together, I'm
Was
watching
it called the? Here's my dad joke, Bill. Was it called the documentary?
Hey.
Billy told me to do one each episode to practice for being a dad.
That's it. Linda Cohn and John Buccigross, like analyzing hockey. I'm here for it.
Actually,
Love it.
I didn't think about this. Think about this. Remember NHL on ESPN? We may have the Bud Light hockey commercials again. Remember those?
No.
Like,
that was a
wait,
fetus.
hold on. I remember the Bud
No.
Bowl. I remember the Bud Bowl commercials.
No, remember the guys, the guy that wanted to play for the Bruins. It was the Bud Light commercials. You don't remember those commercials?
Hold on. We're gonna look this up on the air live.
AJ, you
Bud-
remember the Bud Light
Is that
commercial?
Bud Light hockey
Is that Happy
commercial.
Falls or is that something else?
Yeah, that
It
definitely
was the
won't set off
three
a country,
guys,
right?
like the three guys from.
I-
It was a Bud Light.
Remember Happy Falls?
It was hockey. Yes, it was Hockey Falls. Yes, it was Hockey Falls. Those are Bud Light commercials. They were great. And they were
This is
great.
definitely not it.
No. It was like it was the same thing with NHL on ESPN and the whole Fox thing. We could get more hockey commercials for Bud Light. Maybe Bud Light gets back on board.
Somebody posted all the This Is Sports Centers with the NHL, which were awesome. The New Jersey Devil on the elevator, the guy's like going up, and he's like,
Did you see the Stephen A. Smith hockey? The top
"Oh, it was
five?
great. It was cool.
That was fucking
It was really
hilarious.
good.
It was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Because I waited for
one.
number one, and I wasn't disappointed with number one. It was great.
Did you see it, Al?
No.
Oh, you got
Stephen A's top 5 things he knows about hockey. Number 1 was the puck is black. It was really funny.
He made fun of himself and everything. And it was great. It was great.
So yeah, I'm hoping that deal works out and that hockey gets a little bit more. I know ESPN's lost a little bit of its panache over the years, but I'm hoping that they could push it and get more people to pay attention because they should. And if Gary Thorne's not a part of the deal, I don't want any part of the deal. He's got to be the guy. He's awesome. He's still doing it. It's not like he's retired. He's still broadcasting. Fuck
And-
the Baltimore Orioles. Come to the NHL.
And Steve Levy's pretty good too. Steve Levy's good with hockey.
All right, fine. Steve Levy's good.
But there's got to be 2 games on. He can do one of the games.
Okay,
Thorne
that's
does the
fine.
Nance and Clement are. I'm sorry. Thorne and
Nance.
Clement. No.
The
Thorne
fuck did I
and
just see a
Clement.
Nance?
Thorne and Clement are our Romo and Nance. Like that's I want them doing the big game. I want them doing the big game.
Okay.
Who's the guy that does the football games with Boomer on the radio and like describes everything to the T?
Oh, Kevin Harlan.
I would like he should do
Kevin Harlan.
Remember the streaker?
the streaker.
That was great. That was great.
I didn't hear this. What is this?
You never heard the streaker Kevin Holland called?
He called it
Like for the Super Bowl?
Like he
No,
called the
it was
play-by-play of
Monday
the
Night Game
streaker.
or something.
No,
You
it
know
was the
what
Super
they need?
Bowl. It was this year's Super Bowl.
No, I'm talking about the old one he did. Kevin
Oh, no,
Holland.
I didn't.
He's at the 20. He's at the 30. Like he was doing a streak of dodging people. Google it. When we're done, Google that call. It's
They need
fantastic.
to talk. They need to talk to fucking Gus Johnson. That guy is so pumped up. For hockey, he would be fucking fantastic.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the guy.
No, I don't
if
know
you
either.
ever watch the college basketball or college football game, and the announcer is like way over the top excited. Gus Johnson.
I don't watch college
Question,
basketball or
is
college
John
football.
Madden still alive?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Because he's just not been in the public eye.
He's
at all.
definitely alive.
He's alive. Pat
That's why he
Summerall's
was
dead, though.
for a while.
He definitely would have heard about it if he died.
Pat Summerall's dead. Madden's still alive. He's just old.
He probably looks very bad. I can only imagine what the guy looks like. That
And
guy's
here's a guy that when he ages, he looks older.
Well, you forget, Pat Summerall was doing games at Madden. Pat Summerall was probably 80 when he was doing
Yeah.
it. That guy was old.
John
they did the
Madden's only
replacements though.
84.
It's a quality movie.
And how old did Pat Summerall look in that movie?
And here goes Falco.
And that was 20 years ago, that movie.
I think he's
Anyway.
necking with that cheerleader.
He's smoking on the field. I
What
saw
are they
the
gonna do?
smells and Everything.
Throw
I
in
saw
football jail. That's a great film. Anyway, we digress.
And that was Gene Hackman's last movie, by the way. Gene
Oh,
Hackman.
you
Get
didn't-
out of here.
You didn't hear?
No, are you
No,
kidding
he's
me?
still alive. He just doesn't do movies anymore. He did the replacements.
No, but he definitely did one after that. There's no way.
No,
that
it's because the replacements made so much money that he just quit.
What movie? What movie did Gene Hackman do after the replacements? Google that right
do
now.
this.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, Billy's on it. That's why you have a producer.
No, he did. What's it called? Behind Enemy Lines.
Oh, no,
yeah,
he
behind-
did. You've got mail.
So 2000.
Behind Enemy Lines was 01.
The
Replacements was
replacements,
99.
the replacements was 2000. The Mexican was 01. Heartbreakers 01. Heist 01. Behind Enemy Lines 01. The Royal
Thank you.
Tenenbaums 01. Runaway Jury 03. Welcome to Mooseport 04. Superman 2. The Richard Donner Cut 06. The
That's
Unknown
Hold on, hold on.
Vibrators
This animated
Euro-
thing? Those animated ones the last
No,
couple.
That's not
Behind-
No,
animated.
No, that's
No, I
that's
remember
film.
Behind Enemy Lines, but what was a Superman
but-
one?
He was
Behind
in
Enemy
Superman.
Lines.
No,
Behind Enemy Lines was number 1 on that list. Welcome to Mooseport number 2.
Okay.
So
Welcome to
2006.
Moose. You
was
would
the-
love. The least surprising thing I've ever heard is that AJ loves the movie Welcome to Mooseport.
Is that Ray Romano?
I don't know why.
It is Ray
It's Ray Romano.
Ray
It's a Ray Romano vehicle.
Horrible. Horrible.
That's Ray Romano. He talks like this. Fuck. Gene
These are some
Hackman.
last words.
We should
His
get him on
brother's
the
a cop.
podcast.
His brother's a cop. I love that show.
Deborah. We've derailed here at the end of the Ranger Things podcast. We're talking about Welcome to Mooseport on the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast. Where else are you going to get this kind of entertainment? You're not going to get it anywhere. That's the thing. Oh God.
I don't know if this is entertaining to anybody.
Yeah,
but
but
us,
I don't care about anybody else but us. I'm having fun.
Oh, Billy, we're still recording? We're still
Oh, yeah.
on?
Oh, we're still live. We're still recording. Let's go.
Yeah, it's 9:15. We're still recording. Any other Gene Hackman movies you want to talk about?
It looks like his
Yeah,
last
how
one
do we
was
the
04.
replacement was the last movie he ever did.
No.
How
It
did
was
we get-
04.
How did we get here? How do we get on Gene Hackman?
Because we started
ESPN.
talking about football.
Talk about ESPN.
don't think about it too much.
It was the John Madden comment.
Here's a guy.
What's up, Bill? Bill, why don't you come on camera? Say hello to the people before we leave.
Fine.
He could come on camera, and I'll go.
And then we're gonna drop a whole bunch of frames.
All right, Alex is.
Hey, look, I'm even wearing the shirt.
Are you wearing the swag?
I'm wearing the swag.
Oh, Beano has.
Oh,
Look how nice that shirt.
Everybody's got a shirt. Thanks, John. We appreciate the shirt.
we're fucking butt buddies. I mean,
It just
shirt
can't get
buddies.
to me. Ricky can't get it to me. We appreciate it. I'm sure they were delivered on time, but Ricky
You know how far Breezy Point is from where I am?
From Roxbury.
Far. It's far. And
What
I'm not
hurt-
in Roxbury.
What hurt?
Not yet.
And Ricky goes,
I'm in
Billy, I
Rockaway.
dropped it off at your house. Okay, thanks. Ricky, no, not me. No, that's not.
I was in his
Roxbury is
neighborhood.
5 minutes away from Breezy.
Less.
It's
Less.
relax.
You don't even have to get out of your car to drop it off at his house. You just throw it out the window.
I don't even know where his house is. What?
He's on 204th.
I don't think I've
Billy's-
ever been to his house.
Didn't you
You're
legit-
literally giving out his address.
Didn't
Hold
Hole
on.
in One?
Ricky,
Didn't
you've
Hole
never
in
been
One
to my
play a
house?
show at his house?
Oh wait, that's the same house
Yes.
that we played the show in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that was like 20 years ago. I don't remember where it was. I just remember rocking the shit out of that house.
Speaking of which, I gotta get in touch with Ralph. I think I want to be interviewed for that little.
I think you should. That was one of the not just one of the most important shows that we ever played, but one of the most important shows anyone ever played. That was some night.
Yeah, you
I'm
should do it
trying-
again, Beano. You should run it back.
I'm trying to dig up the VIP.
You should. You should run it back.
Ricky, I'm trying to dig up a VIP pass for that.
I
I'm
might
pretty sure I still have it somewhere. I have mine somewhere.
So that,
I'm
that
gonna
was,
leave my house for that.
You need to run it back. That would be phenomenal.
Send the kids away.
No, put them in the VIP area upstairs on the balcony.
things have changed in this house since then.
Oh, there is no more balcony, right? The balcony's gone.
But I got
Anyway,
I got a nice back deck. I got a nice big back deck out there. We can
I'll
do
give you a big. I'll give you a big back. This
I
has
hope you
been
got
the
a
Ranger.
big trunk. 'Cause I put my
This has
bike-
been the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast. I want to thank KingNic of Rangers Twitter for coming on and joining us. The future is bright with these kids on the Rangers. The future is bright with these kids on Ranger Twitter. Thank you, Billy, for all the work you do. I will take that head shake as a sign of love. For AJ, for Beano, for Alex. This is Ricky. This has been the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast. We'll be back next week, hopefully, with better things to talk about as far as the Rangers play on the ice. But we got the Bruins coming up. What do we got after the Bruins? The Capitals again, right? Or the Flyers? It doesn't get any easier from here on out. So no matter what happens with the Rangers, we'll be here to talk about it. We'll be here to drink about it. We'll be here to rant about it. I'm going to make a comeback in trivia. Good luck tomorrow with the gender reveal, Alex. Hope it's a baby. All right. Everyone have a fantastic weekend and week. We will see you next week. Ranger Things Have Happened. Thank you to Johnny C's Tees, as always, for all your T-shirt and more needs. Johnny C's Tees, Ranger Things Have Happened. We love you. Let's go Rangers. Beat the Bruins tomorrow. I can't do it.